This is the Achilles, a Tier 6 Pan-European destroyer. It is a re-imaged version of the Oland, which was available during the Planet Clash event of 2024. So if you got to play the Planet Clash event, you did get to use the Achilles in that event with the super quick torpedo reload speed. We don't have that going here, but we do have an important difference between the Achilles and the Oland, which we will talk about later. So with that, let's get into the setup of the ship and the commander, who is Stig Ericksen. Base trait is Thunderbolt, which improves the engine boost cooldown time and torpedo damage. And we did go with a double concealment inspiration setup here with Eric Bay for Shifty, which improves the destroyer detectability, and Deng Shishang, Quantum of Solace, which also improves the destroyer detectability, and it does increase the torpedo damage. So the Pan-European ships have lower torpedo damage output, so this is kind of helping that out a little bit while maintaining destroyer detectability specs here. So first skill is Subsurface Venture, which improves the torpedo speed and the launcher reload time, but it does take a hit on the destroyer's main battery reload. Next skill is Look at Me Now, which improves the sea detectability range, and this maxes out your destroyer's concealment. Third skill is Perceptive, which improves the torpedo damage to the destroyer and the torpedo detectability range, but most importantly, it shows the direction of the closest enemy ship, and I think this is why everybody uses Perceptive, not those other skills. Sheltered Arms is the fourth skill, and it improves the risk of the main battery and torpedo launchers from being incapacitated. Unstoppable is the legendary skill, which improves the engine repair time and allows for disabled engine and or rudder to still have a little bit of mobility. The special effect is a damage control party cooldown time is reduced by 50% when you're within 4.5 kilometers of an enemy ship here at legendary rank 2. That radius will go all the way up to 7.5 kilometers at legendary rank 4. And the upgrades for the Achilles is identical to what I have for the Oland. Main battery mod 2, which helps the main battery traverse speed, improves that by 20%. Then we went with the engine modification, which time taken to reach full power is cut in half. And then we have the concealment system mod, which improves the detectability range and incoming fire dispersion. And yeah, the incoming fire dispersion doubles up on your fully upgraded camo or skin. Loadout, high explosive shells, armor-piercing shells, and torpedoes, which we will get into in a bit. Damage control party consumable, duration is 5 seconds, reloads every 38 seconds, and there is an unlimited number of those consumables. You have 2 engine boost consumables. Maximum speed is improved by 8% when the consumable is running, and it runs for 2 minutes. Reloads every 166 seconds. Then we have the repair party consumable, and this is one more consumable than the Oland has. So you do get that as a difference between the Achilles and the Oland. It partially restores the ship's HP by repairing any light damage at the rate of 140 hit points per second. Duration is 14 seconds, reloads every 114 seconds, and as I said, there are 3 instead of 2. Defensive AA fire here increases the efficiency of the AA, and it improves that efficiency by 200%. Duration is 40 seconds. It reloads every 142 seconds, and you have 2 of these, and you will probably clear the sky with the Achilles, just like you can with the Oland. And here I'm running the rare battle booster to help out the maximum movement speed and the cooldown time of all consumables, but this could change depending on the match. Ship comes with a cool Achilles premium skin. I do have a 360 of that skin on the channel. It hasn't gotten many views, but it's there in case anybody wants to check it out. Sea detectability range and incoming fire dispersion is 4.5% respectively. Specs: survivability hit points is 14,100. Armor is 6 to 20 millimeters. Whatever you do, do not get hit. Artillery, you have 4 guns. They reach out to 10.4 kilometers, reloads every 3.3 seconds, and the Oland's reload time is 2.8 seconds. So the Achilles has a slightly slower reload time. Maximum HE shell damage is 1700 with a 7% chance of setting fire. Armor piercing is 2150 maximum. Torpedoes, you have 2 triple launchers, reloads every 61.6 seconds. Maximum damage is 11,278. Range is 12 kilometers, which is pretty good, and an 80 knot speed is awesome. And defensive AA fire, even though it's rated at 52, I think you'll still clear the sky if anyone wants to check that out. Here, maneuverability. This is a big plus. This is the big difference here with the Achilles versus the Oland. Maximum speed is 41.2 knots, and the Oland is 35 knots or so. Turning circle radius is 610 meters. Rudder shift time is 3.4 seconds. Concealment is 5.2 kilometers. Detectability range by sea, 2.9 kilometers by air, and if you're firing into smoke, and this is pretty important, it is 2.4 kilometers. Even though the Achilles doesn't have smoke, still might be able to get in the smoke screen. Armor, yeah, whatever you do, do not get hit. Overview, reloader, above average main battery reload speed, and yeah, 3.5 seconds is pretty good, or 3.3 seconds. Rapid reload, above average torpedo reload speed, and around 1 minute is pretty good. Heal Consumable, destroyer equipped with a repair party consumable, and that does not happen very often on Tier 6 destroyers. So then the Space Destroyer Achilles commands the void with an imposing presence, characterized by her angular, obsidian-hued frame that exudes an air of unwavering authority. Armed to the teeth with an array of devastating weaponry, she strikes fear into the hearts of her adversaries, renowned for her precision targeting systems and unparalleled destructive capabilities. Achilles stands as a relentless force, a harbinger of destruction against the opposing fleet in the cosmos. Year of design is 2151, and you could play her in the Planet Clash event with those specs. Here in the real world, we're going to see what we can do in a standard match. So let's go check it out. All right, we are here in the real world, and we are in ring. 7 ships per side in a truncated match because someone has crossplay turned off. And yeah, okay, so let's talk about how to acquire the Achilles. It goes for 13,000 stellar chips in the store, and you can check out my currency video for the Planet Clash currency event, and you can get half of the stellar chips that you need by going through all the different levels, easy, medium, hard, and all the Cosmic Terror levels, and get probably half of those stellar chips. Each week you can get another 2,000 or so stellar chips just by completing the weekly missions where you have to acquire stars in all the different modes, and you just have to complete the milestones, and that's right around at least 12,000 stellar chips. I didn't spend the time to calculate to see whether the Achilles was actually available for free just simply by playing the game. You might have to buy a crate or two to get one of those bundles with some extra stellar chips, but in any event, we have launched our first 2 torpedo salvos at the North Carolina as we've gone toward D. And here I will admit that I just got done playing a bunch of AI matches to do daily missions for the Bureau, and I may have thought I was still in an AI match here, and I sort of woke up once North Carolina got destroyed, and I see the Maass over here to the left. That's what the indicator is showing, a ship over to the left. And here, I don't know if he didn't, the North Carolina didn't have enough time to avoid those torpedoes, but he certainly didn't, because he's going to get wiped out right here on the first blood medal. And all right, so 1 ship gone, but this Maass is like right here, and I'm lucky I don't have a bunch of torpedoes coming my way from the Maass. But he's taking evasive maneuver. This is definitely not an AI match. And I'm doing my best to get out of here with this high speed. maneuver here, I probably should hit the speed boost if I'm thinking it correctly. And there you go, speed boost is going, and so is the heal booster. And yeah, the heal consumable. There's a repair party that just went. I don't need to let the damage tick down, so in a destroyer I'll generally hit the repair party fairly quick. And the Maass is disabled, so he is not moving anywhere very fast. He is definitely moving kind of slow. He's got the smoke going, it looks like. And the torpedoes were a big miss. I don't know if that's from the aircraft carrier. Probably wasn't from the Maass, but this guy is really sort of like dead in the water. It must be because his engines are knocked out, because he doesn't have unstoppable setup, I would think, for his legendary skill. That's what I'm assuming whenever I see that. And all right, we're going to be looking to get out of here, but sort of keep an eye on the Maass, because he looks like he's ready for the taking. And when the airplane spots me here, so here we knocked out a couple of the aircraft carrier airplanes. We got 5 destroyed here. So I'm going to say you will definitely clear the sky if an aircraft carrier really wants to come after you like this. But at the same time, he's lighting you up for all the red teammates here. And that is how your health is going to go all the way down to, it's going to be 1200 here. And there's the death salvo from the Maass. We take him out, and we've destroyed 2 ships within 4 minutes. And we've only got 1200 XP left on our health. So that is not really all that great. But we are coming around here to try to get a little bit of a breather to get out of the heat right there and come back around and look at our options. And eventually I decide to go back into a D.
Engine boost deactivated.
And yeah, we're going to be looking to go back into D.
Problem solved, sir.
And see if we could surprise the Guepard there. So that is a very that's a very long fishing expedition right there on the Guepard, but we're going to try. And here I'm still shell-shocked from getting rousted in that first encounter over a D. I completely forget to hit the Heal Consumable, which I have done now. So we're going to end up with, well, 3,100 until we can get the next Heal Consumable going. And it looks like the Guepard is going to trip into those torpedoes on that lucky fishing expedition right there. And that is going to be the 3rd destroyed ship of the match for the Achilles. So yeah, there you go. That was just bad luck on his part, I'm going to say. And now we are definitely going to go back into D, try to capture D, and try to take out the battleship there, along with the Fuji right there. Yeah, I am kind of thinking about whether I want to go over there or go to the Azure Lane Fuso over there, and I can't make up my mind. It looks like the Fiji beached, so we are going to go over to D and see what we can do over here. Aircraft carrier has been taken out already, so we don't necessarily have to worry about the airplanes anymore. And I would have liked to have checked out the clear sky capabilities of the Achilles. The Oland is pretty good at knocking down aircraft, so I would assume the Achilles would be as well. We didn't use any of the anti-aircraft boosters, but yeah, we are almost at the point where we can hit our next Heal Consumable, but looks like there's not going to be any ships left, and there isn't, so we don't even make it back into D. And kind of a boring match, but that was my my best highlight so far for the Achilles in ring. 3 destroyed ships isn't bad. First place overall, 2,000 XP. Okay, I will take it. And 316,000 credits by the time it was all said and done. And there you go. that's it for the Achilles. It's basically a Oland. As far as I could tell, it's just like a normal pan-European destroyer. It's a good ship. 80-knot torpedoes definitely catch people unawares what it looked like there with the 2 ships we took out with the torpedoes. Nothing else. You got to see a little bit about the ship. Go ahead and let me know what you think down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.